Namaste. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. My name is Shelley. This is the Romster. And we will be practicing slow mindful movement today, focusing on the breath. At the end of practice, we'll take a nice relaxation. We're going to work the full body today so that afterwards the body feels nice. We will do a little extra emphasis on the hips and the shoulders. We're going to start out right here in a comfortable seat. Lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders. Let the eyelids gently lower. Taking normal breaths, not controlling the breath in any way. Letting the breath be natural and just observing the breath. Notice where you feel the breath the strongest in the body. There's no right or wrong answer, and you may feel the breath in multiple places. But likely there's one place where you feel it just a little stronger than the others. Now, if it makes sense for you, begin to lengthen and deepen your breath. You can spend the next 4 or 5 rounds of breath, drawing the breath longer, drawing the breath deeper, letting each round grow just a beat longer than the previous. When you found a comfortably full breath, this will be your breath for practice today. Beginning to warm up some of the joints, starting with the neck. Just very gently circle the neck in one direction. Of course, you always want to be nice and gentle with the neck. Go as slow as you like. And the circles can be any size. Typically, the smaller the circle, the more gentle. And then reverse your circles. Coming back to neutral. Squeeze the shoulders up by the ears and let them fall away. You can coordinate with this with your breath. Inhale as you squeeze them up. Exhale with a sigh, let the shoulders drop. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, drop. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale, and one more. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. And now arms by your side. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. If you can, joining the palms at the top, an option to lift the chin, look up. As you exhale, return the arms to your side and chin back to neutral. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, release. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale the arms down by your side. Next, we're going to do some moving side body stretches. That fluid movement feels really nice in the body and the rib cage and the waist. So we'll inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, lower the right hand, reach over with the left, but instead of staying there, inhale, come up, and exhale right over to the other side. And just keep going. Move with your own breath, back and forth. Another nice kind of benefit to this fluid movement allows you to kind of gradually warm up. So at first, maybe it's just a bit of a side body stretch, and as you get going, get a little warmer, you can take it deeper. A couple more back and forth. And on this next round, we'll hold it a little while. So inhaling through the center. Next time you exhale, right hand down, we'll stay. Be sure both sit bones are firmly planted to the mat, and then stretch through the left side. If you're ready to take it deeper, bend into the right elbow. And breathe into the left rib cage, wherever you feel the most sensation happening in the body. It's always a good idea to send the breath there. Reaching. Inhale up to the center, and exhale over to your left. Again, let both sit bones plant firmly to the mat, especially the right sit bone may want to lift, so keep it heavy, connected to the earth. Breathing now into the right ribs. Inhale up through the center. Exhale, twist to your right side. Right hand comes behind and left hand comes across. Keep the low back in, turn through the ribs and the shoulders. Inhale back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left side. Low back in, heart up, turning the ribs and the shoulders. Now come back through the center. Exhale, bring the arms behind you. Walk the arms in towards each other. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Opening the heart center, opening the throat. And walk your way forward. Sweep the arms up with an inhale. And on your exhale, fold forward. Keep the seat reaching back as you walk the sternum, crown, and fingertips forward. Walk yourself in. Take the legs out and tap the knees a couple times. And now switching the cross of your legs. So whichever leg was in front before, bring the opposite leg to the front. If you're not sure which it was, this time it'll be the way that feels less natural, maybe even a little awkward. That's how you can generally tell. We're going to repeat just those last two exercises. So inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale the arms behind. Again, walking the arms in, lift the chest and the chin. Walk yourself tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale to fold. The seat reaches back. Coming up. Take the legs forward. And again, just give them a little tap. Make your way around to hands and knees. If you need extra cushion under your knees, place anything you have. A blanket, a towel. You can double your mat over so it's double thick for this part. And then coming into your tabletop position, tuck the toes under and get a nice toe stretch. You might feel plenty right here. If you could use a little more, just start to shift the hips back. Just going to your degree. And then coming forward, point the toes and just give the tops of the feet a little tap to the floor. Release. Warming up the wrists just a bit with some wrist stretches. Now these can be potentially fairly intense, so just watch for that and go to your degree. We're going to start with the right hand. You can either turn the right hand out to the side, 90 degrees, or if you have the flexibility, you can go all the way, fingertips pointing towards you. Like I said, no need to force that. Now you may be getting plenty of stretch right here, but again, if you'd like to deepen the sensation, you start to move the seat back. You don't likely have to go very far to feel that stretch. Coming forward, turn the hand the other way. So the top of the hand is down. And again, you can start to sit back to deepen the stretch. Come back forward, and we'll do the other side. So you can either turn the left fingertips to the left, 90 degrees, or going all the way, fingertips pointing back towards you. If you're good right there, stay. If you need a little more, shift the hips back. Coming forward, turn the hand the other way so the top of the hand is down. And again, you can shift the weight back. Come into your tabletop. I'm going to take a few circles here. Be sure the hands are under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and just start to circle in one direction, all the way around. This is nice for the wrists also, and the hips, the shoulders, the ribs. You can go as big, as dramatic with these circles as you like, or you can keep them a little smaller. Or you can play around and change up the size of your circles. Come back through the center, pause, and now go the other direction. Again, any size, circle. Allow yourself to be a bit expressive here. One more time. And come through neutral. Tabletop position for some cow and cat stretches. Inhale to your cow. Lift the head and tail, let the belly drop. Exhale for cat. Pull the belly up, round into the back. And just keep going back and forth. Inhale on your cow stretch. Exhale to your cat. Keep going, just a couple more. And last time. End with a cat stretch. Return to a neutral spine. And from here, child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide. Reach the seat back to the heels and rest the forehead down. Return your focus to your breath, finding those same comfortable, deep breaths from the beginning of practice. Returning onto hands and knees. Preparing for a downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width apart. Press down through the hands. Tuck the toes under and lift the seat. Take any movement that would feel good in pedaling the feet or shaking out the head. And then return down to child's pose. Big toes touch, knees to the edge of the mat. Walk the crown and the fingertips forward. Rest the forehead down. One more time, come on, to hands and knees. Setting up for downward facing dog. Press to the palms, engage the shoulders. Tuck the toes and come up. Send the hands both down and forward to move the chest in the direction of the thighs. Stretch down the backs of the legs from the sit bones to the heels. Not important if the heels touch down or not, but they are pressing down heavy towards the earth. Coming to a standing forward fold. Walk your feet to your hands. Take as many steps as you need, or come out of your downward dog and find your own way around to the top of your mat, and from there you fold. Bend the knees a lot. Let the arms hang by your sides. Shake out the head, yes. And no. You can sway the torso from side to side. And keeping a good bend in the knees, round yourself up to standing. Let the head come up last. We'll take a few shoulder circles from here. Squeeze the shoulders up by the ears, bring them to the front, down, and back. Be sure to hit those 4 places each time, but smoothing it out to more of a circle. Relax the shoulders and we'll reverse. Shrug the shoulders up, go to the back, down, and front. Smoothing it out to a circle, but hitting those 4 points each time. And then relax the shoulders, just give the arms a little shake. Upward facing salute, feet parallel, reach the arms overhead, press down into the feet, lift up out of the waistline, stretch through the crown and the fingertips. And then begin to go back. Engage the glutes and the abdomen for support. Press the hips forward, lift the chest, lift the chin. Like it's a beautiful day outside and you are thanking the sun for this beautiful day. And after this last week, that may be exactly what you're doing. Thank you, sun. We missed you. Return to vertical, reaching towards the ceiling, and fold down over the legs. Again, nice deep bend to the knees, like a rag doll, letting everything hang loose. This time though, if you'd like, grab hold of opposite elbows, and you can sway. Head pointing towards the floor, release through the jaw, and the temples. Release the arms down. Keep a good bend to the knees. Roll yourself up. From here, taking some side bends. So again, the feet are apart. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms down, and then lift the hands to the ceiling. Stretch tall. Go to your right. Come up, grow tall, and then go to the left. Back to center, one more round, a little deeper now, if that would feel good to you. Typically when you repeat a pose, you're a little warmer for it the second time around. And coming up, last one to the left. Coming up, release the arms. Turn to the side and step wide on your mat. You can turn the toes out slightly. for this one. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees so the knees are pointing the same direction as the toes. And you can just let the arms come down. We'll do this a few times. Inhale up, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale down, knees to the toes. Inhale up. Exhale, bending the knees, bringing the seat down. Couple more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, coming down. Last time, inhale up. Exhale down. Hang out here for a moment. You can bring the hands to heart center. 3 breaths. Last one, inhale. Exhale, release. Parallel the feet and fold over the legs. You can hold the outside of the calves, ankles, outside of the feet, or work on bringing the hands down to the floor between the feet. You'd start with the fingertips and then eventually backs of the fingers and then the palms. Send the sit bones to the ceiling. With a bend to the knees, coming up. Walk the feet in. Give the legs a little shake. And then have a seat. Moving into some forward folds. Starting with the main seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. You always want the front of the upper body to connect with the thighs. What that means for a lot of us is bending the knees, which is totally fine. The emphasis is the back, not the legs in this one. Legs are kind of secondary. We'll reach up and fold. Holding whatever you can, feet, ankles, calves. And pull the heart forward. Crown towards the feet. As long as the upper and lower half stay together, you can always walk the heels further forward. And after you're here for a breath or two, you may find that you can do that. Breathing nice and deep, in and out through the nose. Coming up slowly. Janu Shirshasana. Place the sole of the right foot anywhere inside the left leg. Reach up tall, turn to the left and fold just over the thigh. You can bend this knee again so the upper half of the body connects with the lower half of the body, the thigh. Head towards the foot. Breathing, it can be nice here to close the eyes. Come up slow. Switch your legs. Inhale, reach up. Turn towards the right and fold. Bend the knee as you need. And that may be more or less than you did on the other side. That's okay. Take what it is that you need here. Coming up. Bring the soles of the feet together and walk the heels forward. So you create a diamond pattern inside of the legs. We'll take Kali Mudra with the index fingers extended and bring it over the toes. Fold with the heart forward. Bring the elbows forward of the shins. Close the eyes and breathe. Yourself up. And now coming into Baddha Konasana, pull the heels in close. You can hold the feet, sit up tall, shoulders down the back, breathing right here. You may press into the outer edges of the feet a little more, and that can help the knees to open. And now option to incline forward. You will not go as far in this one as the previous pose, but that's okay. You don't need to go very far to feel the stretch. So just going to your degree. And coming up. Bring the knees in together. Wrap your arms around your shins. Pull the chest to the thighs. Tuck the chin, squeeze everything in. Release. And we'll do it one more time. Squeeze. And release. Come around to hands and knees. Right foot forward. There's not a lot of space here. A little trick is to grab the back of the foot and help place it between the hands. And then sinking the hips, lift the chest and the chin. Stay right here for a couple of good breaths. If you have yoga blocks or some thick books, you can always bring those under the hands if the hands don't quite reach the floor. But we're going to take a variation next where we stack the hands one over the other, right on top of the right knee. Continuing to let the hips sink forward and down, shoulders onto the back. Press into the hands to help lift the chest. Lift the chin and breathe. Lunges stretch the hips, primarily the hip flexor on the back leg. And that's exactly what contracts when you sit. And we all sit more than we lunge. So that means a couple things. One, this pose is really important to do. Two, it's likely not very comfortable. Sometimes just knowing that makes you feel better. You're like, oh, okay, we're all in the same boat. Yes, we are. Lower the hands down. And then bring the hips back. This is a place where you could use blocks as well. Adjust your hands or your blocks wherever you need them. Straightening into the front leg and just folding over. So this is for the hamstring, the back of the thigh. A high percentage of the population has very tight hamstrings. So likely that means two things. This pose is important and it's not very comfortable. Walking the hands, the hips and the heart forward. Bring both hands inside of the right foot, and you can walk the right foot out a couple inches to the right. I'm going to turn this way so you can just get another view. You can also put blocks under the hands here. Hug the right knee in towards the shoulder. This is that extra emphasis on the hips that we talked about earlier. Always keep the breath flowing freely. That will help make the intense postures, the intense stretches more comfortable and also more beneficial. She does yoga too. Come back to hands and knees. Sorry, Ronnie. And now take the left foot forward. Grab hold of the ankle, plant the foot. And then sinking into the hips, lift the chest and the chin. Breathing here a little while. From here, stacking the hands just above the knee, one over the other, pressing gently to help lift the chest and lower the shoulders down the back. Hips are moving forward and down. Keeping the breath steady. Hands to the mat, bring the hips back, straightening the front leg as you fold. You can send the breath to the hamstrings. Walking forward once again. Both hands inside the foot. Walk the foot to the left a couple of inches. Drawing the heart forward. Look ahead, not straight ahead, but a few inches forward so the neck is nice and long on all sides. Again, you can have your hands up on something. come back to your tabletop. Shake out the hips a few times like you're wagging your tail. And then return to a comfortable seat. I'm going to do a couple of shoulder stretches. Take the right arm straight ahead and then use the left hand to bring that arm across. The right shoulder down away from the ear. This one's nice, getting into the outside of the shoulder. Then you can bend at the elbow, take the hand onto the back. Release. Left arm straight ahead. Bring the arm across. Again, shoulder down away from the ear. Bending at the elbow, taking the hand to the back. Sweep the arms out wide. Wrap the right arm under the left. Now you can bring the hands to the shoulders or come into eagle arms. Backs of the hands may come together or the palms. Draw the forearms forward and keep the shoulders down the back. To lift the elbows, lift the chest and the chin. Come back through neutral, and now draw the elbows down. If you're in eagle arms, point the fingertips forward, tuck the chin and round the back. Feel the shoulder blades pull apart. Come up, unwind the arms, take them out wide, and change. Left arm underneath. So hands can come onto the shoulders. That's a nice option if the shoulders are fairly tight. The backs of the hands may come together, or the palms. And again, pull the forearms forward, drop the shoulders away from the ear, sitting upright, breathing. Lift the elbows, lift the chest and the chin. Back to center. Draw the elbows down. If you're in the eagle arms, you can point the fingertips forward. Chin to the chest, round the back. Shoulder blades pulling apart. Up, unwind, sweep the arms out, and then lower the arms, give them a little shake. We've got one more shoulder stretch we're gonna do. If you'd like to switch the cross of your feet, feel free to change up the leg position. And then reach the right arm straight up, bend the elbow. Use the left hand to help get that arm further behind the head. And then breathe. Take another deep breath. And slowly switch. Left arm up, bending the elbow. Right hand comes across and helps get that arm a little further behind the head. Sitting up tall, deep breaths. Pose. Stretch the legs out. Tap the legs a few times. And then coming to Matsyendrasana, really nice twist. Place the right foot outside of the left knee. If this makes you feel like you're tipping over to the side, you can also place the foot inside for a little more stability. It works either way. Right arm behind you. Left arm comes across. Lift the chest, turn the shoulders. See behind you. Release forward and switch your legs. Just do the variation that you did on the other side. And then left hand comes behind, right arm comes across. Release. Make your way onto your abdomen. And practice some back bends. Back bends are wonderful because they build strength in the back while opening the front of the body. And that's the opposite of what we typically do. We're typically rounding forward, overstretching the back while tightening the front. So back bends work to counteract a lot of our daily activities. We'll start in the Sphinx pose. On your forearms, legs long, tops of the feet down. Look straight ahead. Pull the elbows back towards you to send the heart forward through the arms. Coming down. Turn the head to one side, rest the arms in a comfortable position. Next, a low cobra pose. Hands under the shoulders, chin back to center. Lift the chest without using the arms, just using the back strength. And then pick the hands up to test yourself. This pose is excellent. Build strength in the back while opening the chest. Lower down. Rest the head to the other side. Chin back to center. Arms by your side, palms up. Shalabhasana. Lifting everything you can. Head, chest, arms, and legs. For just one breath, lift as high as you can. And then come down. Keep the knees together. Child's pose. Arms by your sides. Slowly come up and make your way onto your back. And take a few rounds of the rolling bridge into one round of the stationary bridge. Heels are in close by the seat. Press the palms to the floor. Inhale, roll up the spine. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, peel the spine away from the floor. Exhale, lower one vertebrae at a time. This next time we'll come up and we'll stay. Inhale, coming up. At the top, hold. Just breathe naturally on your own. Walk the arms in, tuck the shoulders under. You may interlace the fingers. Lift the hips higher. And release. Hug the knees into the chest. Happy baby. Point the soles of the feet up. You may hold the feet, ankles, calves, or the thighs. Let the knees come wide so they're outside of the ribs. And gently rock. Bring the knees back together. The knees a squeeze into the chest. If there's anything else you feel your body needs, maybe another twist, go ahead and take it here. And then we'll move into our relaxation. Coming into Shavasana, legs apart. Arms away from the sides. Turn the palms to face up. Feel the back side of the body sinking down, supported by the earth beneath you. Let the earth take your weight. There's nothing else to do now and nowhere else to be. Quieten the mind. Relax everything completely. come out of relaxation, feel the breath once again. Feel the physical body. Take light movements, gentle stretches. And when you're ready, reach both arms overhead to a full body stretch. Bend your knees. Turn to one side, rest your head on your bottom arm. And then press your way up to a comfortable seat. Keep the eyes closed. Bring the hands together at heart center. We'll close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Breathe in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Have a peaceful day and week. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. Namaste.